Wike slams Amaechi. You took your son to protest without medical support or ambulance. Former Transportation Minister Amaechi's remarks regarding his involvement in the occupied National Assembly rallies have drawn criticism from Federal Capital Territory FCT Minister Wike. Recall that during the 2027 election, Amaechi and his son joined other Nigerians in calling for results to be transmitted electronically. In an interview with reporters, Amaechi stated that his choice to bring his son was a reflection of his conviction that leaders have to be present at significant demonstrations and stand alongside the populace rather than observe from afar. That's the first time. Wike responded to Amaechi's action by making fun of the former minister's assertion that he brought his son, a doctor, to the protest in order to provide emergency care for attendees during his keynote address at the 2026 Distinguished Personality Lectures series of the Faculty of Social Sciences on Tuesday. Wike attended the event with two of his sons. Of course, he's always going around with two of his sons. So somebody else brought his own son. You are saying that, he brought his son to attend to emergency cases. So what do you bring your own sons for? At least his own son is doing something significant. If that is what you think he brought his children for, that's what you think he brought his son for, to attend to emergency care. That's a good thing. Why do you hold your own two sons to every event? Why are you always holding them? So every event, what is the benefit? At least Amaechi's son has a benefit, a befitting reason why he's there. Why? At least he just says, Wike, did you not take your imbecile son to meetings? Which of his son is imbecile? Wahala, na get bad mouth. Emmanuel says, weak man Wike, don't mind him. James says, Alfonso says, Wike wants only him and his family to be known, do you get? And see in the political landscape of Rivers State, only him is relevant and matters most in the state. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. At least the thing that he's saying is not even funny. Like, okay, if you are saying that somebody brought his doctor's son to a place so that he can attend to emergency cases during the protest, that's actually a good thing. At least if there's an emergency, there's a doctor to attend to people. What is the purpose of bringing your own two sons to meetings? You're always taking them everywhere you go. For what purpose? No reasonable thing. No reasonable thing that they are doing when you bring them along. You carry the two of them up and down like say they'll be waiting. Adare says Amaechi is a good man. Stephen Hiwa says a very good man. He really meant well for Rivers State people. Rivers State people only worked against him because they felt it was against President Goodluck Jonathan, a South man. They voted for a man who hated spending Rivers State money on Rivers State people. Penny Support says Nigeria is a laughing country. I know be small thing. Penny says sense is really far from this man. Like, please tell this mentalistic man whose duty it is to produce ambulance in situations. Family says, what concerns you if you don't know you have already been used? Just wait. Wait and see. Blessing Okorodafe says, during the 8 years of Amaechi as the Minister of Transport, why did he not bring the issues of electoral reform in Nigeria? What's this one? And why did he not organize this kind of protest and bring his son then to occupy the National Assembly? Amaechi and his gang should pack well. Their 8 years in office under Buhari is a disaster. They had the opportunity to correct all these abnormalities, they refused to do it. Well, now they have the opportunity to do it. They want to do it. They are still complaining. So when do you want it done? It's now they want to show us that they are fighting for Nigerians. This is the time they want to show us that they are fighting for Nigeria, why do you have an issue with it? Why do you have an issue with it? Chidinma replies him and says, that's your reason to drag Nigeria backward. If you miss Obi as the president of this country, you will cry. You go cry. Jalami Oliver says, Wike, hide your confused face. Fubara will fight you again, so you will lose more weight. Amaechi Ede says, one day that power will leave you. Ask Onoche, where is she today? Ifeanyi Oko says, but this is Nigeria now. Willie Jong says, you be mumu compared to Amaechi. That man no be your mate though. He knows now. But his gaga is too much. Adeyemi say, whole minister protesting, I believe the man gets sense and conscience. After all the ghost work he did and lose the money, he no get shame. Who is this one talking about? You girls dey talk, we don't even understand what you are saying. Say which of them now? It's okay, say see you're wrong English. Better go back to primary school and stop washing your dirty linen at home. Okay? Philo says whatever a man sows he shall reap. People should continue. Alex Arebun says the only man in Nigeria that controls 2 political parties. Catch your phone. Yesterday it was Malami San. Where is he today? To soon be on top. Martins Kanu says imbecile from Rivers State. Babawale says Wike is a mischievous man. An emergency and accident mobile clinic was stationed there. Posterity will be on the side of Amaechi for taking part in mandatory real-time result transmission, but will definitely be against Wike and his family. Wike's day as FCT minister is numbered. Say there was an emergency and accident mobile clinic station. The Wike is a mischief man. That is not even, like, the headline is different from what they wrote in the story. Like, okay, the story is that Wike is making fun of Amaechi that, his son is a doctor, so the reason why he brought his son for protest is so that his son can attend to people in case there's an emergency. That's a good thing. Really a good thing. And David Luga says animal talk don't start again, no be small. Solomon Favor says, Mr. Man, you talk as if you are God. May God have mercy on you. Repent. God unite him says, and so what? Your statement has no sense at all, other than to cause public attention. At Adeni, says, Wike, Amaechi is not your mate. He's your boss in every aspect. I would not agree now. I know say you don't get money past everybody. Isaiah says, yours are enjoying stolen money, useless leader. Chukwu says, does it concern Wike? Your son you want to give house rep, uncle? And you that you have been carrying your children like hard bag everywhere you go. Everywhere you see Wike, you must see his children there. You must see his sons there. Like carrying them up and down for. Passing that day, and he said, this man called Wike is a big fool and he can never cease talking. Nick Compo, imagine what about him that he has been parading his son like the incoming governor of Rivers State, instead of him to concentrate with his personal evil deed that is haunting him, yet he still have the audacity to jump fence to another person's personal life that doesn't concern him. Don't mind him. Lock your boss yourself, like you stealing money to sponsor your children abroad now. It's way better than you. Osoba says, nice maker, you going around with your son too? Abina? Exactly, you're going around with your son too. Imagine Dadu says UK will be forgotten when the time is right. AOB says you are a disgusting and garrulous minister. Must you always attack everyone before showing your support for Tinubu? Pray very hard, because you will cry in the end in this country. You have stepped on many people's toes and you will regret all your actions, definitely. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.